bottom line. How's that? Bottom line is the transcript is not close to accurate. It has huge chunks missing from it. I don't know who prepared this. It doesn't look like it was prepared by a court reporter. What's written there is accurate as to what has been said, but there are huge sections that are just missing. So it's not an accurate transcript, and obviously I'm not going to sit there and transcribe what's missing, but as presented to me, the transcript cannot be used because it's not accurate. So, Ms. Laura, you have anything you want to add to that, or? I don't know either. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who prepared it. It does not look like what I usually get, which is usually prepared by a court reporter. But there are sections that are just missing. Now, like I said, what's there is accurate, but the transcript itself is not accurate because it does not contain all of the statements between Mr. Shahade and Ms. Dippolito. Right, I'm not going to take argument on it, but you can.
Sure, no, I mean, it's 1 minute of just something new is what Your Honor knows. They're going to put a tape now, so I want to quickly just preserve it. The one thing I realized going through the transcripts, Judge, is I think there was some confusion last time during our discussion, factually, not legally. There's 3 types of, I guess, wire/recording devices used by Boynton Beach Police Department. There's a Unitel device, that's a one-way listening device used for safety. There's an audio recording wire, and there's a audio-video surveillance camera. Now, Mr. Shahade, and this is undisputed, asked not for the audio wire and was not wired with it because he said he was afraid that if he got a blowjob, that it would be found. They did not put an audio wire on him. They just put a Unitel, which you can send it to, but it's not recorded. They hid that in his car. He knew that was there. The surveillance camera was the only thing in the car that captured audio, and that's what the state plays. He was unaware. He's testified to that consistently from the beginning. He gave them his keys to move his car. They installed that in the back, and the person you see installing it and testing it is actually Reinhold, I believe his name is, and him and Bonifair have testified at the first trial and the transcripts. They can't say one way or the other whether or not he knew what was in there. Reinhold says. Right.
This issue, well, 2 things, 3 things actually. The issue of whether there needs to be a consent to video versus audio was discussed before,
Sure.
Which is the same issue. And so, well, a number of things. Number 1, I'm not going to hear motions to suppress during the course of the trial because they're late under, you can't, I mean, motions to suppress has to be filed under Rule 3.190G4 before trial. I know I have the discretion to nevertheless hear a motion to suppress during the course of the trial. I choose not to exercise that discretion, number 1. So number 1 would be untimely. Number 2, as I said before, I've ruled on all these substantive motions. They were denied before. Your record is preserved. I'm not going to rehear substantive motions that I've already heard and ruled on.
No, I recognize that, Judge. I wasn't giving you a new legal argument. I just, going through older transcripts, I noticed the Reinhold-Bonifair discrepancy. That was the one factual thing that I came across that I did not notice in the past when I filed the initial motion, which is why I didn't just add that in and refile it earlier.
All right. Well, I understand, but I'm denying it. 1 is untimely under Rule 3.190 because we're in trial. Jeopardy is attached, and to grant it now would be unfair to the state based on timeliness. But secondly, more importantly, I've denied this on the merits before. That order is appealable at the end of this trial because that's going to be relied upon in this trial. So I understand you're trying to preserve your record. That's fine, Mr. Rosenfeld, but I'm not going to spend really any more time on it. I've heard it. I've denied it. the issue is preserved for appeal.
Yeah, Judge, I appreciate that. I believe I did orally renew it also before trial, along with the other motions.
I'm sure you did, Mr. Rosenfeld. You renew all motions, so.
And one thing I think I did not renew, but I'm not sure, I know they did both motions to dismiss, but that was our request to present an effective entrapment affirmative defense. If I had not.
Right, well, I think technically, you could probably request at the end of the case, as you did before, to preserve it in instruction on objective entrapment. I think probably you should do that if that's what you're planning to ask for.
I plan to write the JOA on.
Yeah, so I think you should plan to do that, because that's a request for jury instruction, and I think that probably needs to be done during the course of the trial. Motions to suppress, any substantive motions that I previously ruled upon are preserved and do not have to be renewed. But that would be a request for a specific instruction in this trial, so I think you should renew that and give me the jury instruction again if that's what you're going to ask for.
I will do.
I think that's important for the appellate record.
But at this time, they denied it.
The motion to suppress?
No, I guess the motion to present a defense, present that defense.
Well, it is, but I would renew it again. I mean,
Oh, no,
I've already made my position on objective entrapment clear, so yeah, if you're renewing your request to present an objective entrapment defense to the jury, then yes, that's denied. I'm just saying, to preserve your appellate record, you should ask for that jury instruction again. I don't think my ruling will be any different, but then it's preserved. You've asked for the instruction. They'll see the instruction you've asked for, and I think it's preserved then in terms of instructing the jury on the law.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Have we worked through our technical problems?
Just checking, Judge.
I've known you for fucking ever. I brought you forever. Right? No, I and he knows the truck and everything like that. And I have a picture of the Porsche. Like, he doesn't need that. That's what you're saying.
He just needs to see it once. I saw you doing it. Walking along the.
My grandfather was like dying.
This is him?
My grandfather? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but take my grandfather fucking out of the picture. Can't you fucking cut him out?
Yeah.
Fly back to California this weekend for child care issue.
All right.
He is out of Palm Beach International. He's a 5:20 flight. It would be great at 4 o'clock today. A little early.
What's the scheduling of witnesses like today? Is that something we can accommodate?
We're hoping to get a lot of witnesses on today, Judge.
Well, we can't. There's one that's coming Monday, so, but Detective Marino is gonna be first. Yeah,
I'm
Monday.
sorry, who's going to be first?
Detective Marino.
Right.
So, the witness Monday is short. So we should be able to get through a lot today, with him. Like,
Okay,
pretty much
that
the
is-
bulk of everything, is that the
Okay,
question?
but that doesn't, I guess that doesn't answer necessarily the question. I mean, I guess, I don't know who's going to be on this afternoon. I don't know how long Detective Marino is going to be on. I mean, I guess what I'm asking is, are you having an issue with stopping early? If you are, you just have to tell me and I have to.
No, we
okay.
were planning on putting Detective Moreno on, and then if we get to a point that we're done with him and there's still time, we were gonna put, Woody John on. If not, we can bring him back Monday. I mean, that's
All
not.
right, so in other words, you don't have any objection to trying to accommodate Mr. Claypool's scheduling issue? Okay, that's what I was trying to get to the bottom of, okay. All right,
Appreciate that, Judge.
all right.
Something I do understand.
We about ready?
Almost, Judge. Just want to try to get the evidence together.
So what time was that you're looking to break? 4?
Maybe 3:45 to play it safe, depending on where we are with witnesses.
Well, let's see where we're at with the witnesses, and that will just, yeah, one thing you'll find about PBI is it's pretty easy to get in and out of, so it's not a bad airport.
69,
And?
68, and 67.
Okay. Yes, if we need to do it at one time. Yeah, thanks. Actually, don't mark that, because I'm gonna do a meeting for you. Okay. I'm actually gonna do.
You know what, I don't think I used that one.
We good?
I think so. Thank you very much.
I want to get the jury in here. Where's Mr. Rosenfeld? Yeah, let him know I'm bringing in the jury, so. Okay, let's bring in the jury.
Jury entering.
Can we approach?
Yes? Why don't you hold Ms. Marino, or Officer Marino, right there for just 1 second. Okay, if you bring the witness forward to swear him.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, okay, thank you.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Alex Marino. Alex Marino.
You can go straight down. I'll make some notes. So you're right. And tell me what you do for a living.
I'm a police officer with the Boynton Beach Police Department.
And how long have you been a police officer?
19 and a half years, got 5 months to go.
Tell them a little bit about what you've done over your career.
Throughout my career, I was a road officer my first couple of years. After that, I became a narcotics officer, which was about 4.5 years. I was an undercover officer, a lot of drug arrests. Within 2 or 3 years, I became a member of the SWAT team. I was a member of the SWAT team for 14 and a half years. Through that, and then after I got out of the narcotics unit, I became a training officer, which is training the new officers on the road, teaching them how to do the job on the road and everything else. I did that for 3 years. Right after that, I became a detective. I was a detective for a general assignment. After that, I got promoted to the homicide unit. I was part of the major case squad, and in that capacity, I worked homicides, robberies, any major cases of violent crime. We were in charge of that. And now towards the end of my career, I'm back on the road, and I got 5 months to go.
How did you get involved in the investigation of Mike Dippolito's murder?
At the time when I got involved in this case, I was in the Detective Bureau. I'm in the major case squad, and I was on call that day. I was a detective that was on call, and I got called in.
And what day was it? What day was that?
Saturday?
And would that have been August 1st of 2009?
Yes.
When you got involved in 2009, did you review the information that your other detectives had obtained the day before on the evening of July 31st of 2009?
Yes, once I got to the office, yes.
And they took a recorded statement from Mr. Shahade?
Yes,
And did you review that recorded statement?
yes.
Based on the interview with Mr. Shahade that night, did you guys have any concern that Ms. Dippolito was the victim of domestic violence?
At that time, I didn't even know who she was. No.
But did Mr. Shahade tell you guys the day before?
Approach.
Did you meet with other detectives on the morning of August 1st?
Yes.
Had you ever met Mohammed Shahade before?
No.
Had you ever met Mike Dippolito before?
No.
Had you ever met Dalia Dippolito before?
No.
Had you ever been involved with the COPS program?
No.
Did you know anything about COPS even coming to film there in Boynton Beach?
Not that I can recall, no.
When did you first ever know that COPS was going to come filming in Boynton Beach?
Involving my case, when I was working my case, I found out the night before the arrest that they were going to be there.
So would that be on the evening of August 4th of 2000?
Overruled.
Would that be on the evening of August 4th of 2009?
Yes.
So July 31st, you guys didn't know?
No.
August 1st, you didn't know?
No.
August 2nd, you didn't know?
No.
August 3rd, you didn't know?
No.
Did COPS have anything to do with the way you investigated this case?
They were never involved in my case at all. I never even had any contact with them throughout my investigation.
When you met with Mohammed Shahade on August 1st, after you talked with your detectives, where did you meet with them?
At the police department.
And on that Saturday, how did you treat him?
We just talked about the information that he had. I never met the gentleman. He was providing this information. We didn't even know if it was true or not. Just did a regular interview, just very cordial.
Nothing different than if I came off the street and told you that I knew somebody was gonna commit an armed robbery.
Yes.
You get information from me and then you start investigating.
Sustained, rephrase.
Did you ever threaten Shahadi?
No.
Did you ever tell him you were gonna arrest him?
No.
Did you ever physically abuse him?
No.
Call him names?
No.
Was he willing to cooperate with you guys?
Yes, he's the one that actually contacted us first.
And was he willing to cooperate with you guys because he was concerned about Ms. Dippolito's husband?
Objection, leading judge.
Sustained.
Why did he come forward and cooperate with you guys?
During the interview and when we spoke with him, he said he was concerned that this gentleman was gonna get killed, and if he didn't do anything.
Hearsay, judge.
Approach.
Who else is with you when you meet with Mr. Shahadi?
Detective Anderson, there's, Sergeant Sheridan.
Who's Detective Anderson?
He's one of the detectives that was in our homicide unit.
All right, and
He was
who's
my part. He
Sergeant
was
Sheridan?
he was my secondary investigator on it, second detective on the case.
Detective Anderson was?
Yes.
And who's Sergeant Sheridan?
He was my supervisor at the time.
And is Sergeant Sheridan no longer with the Boynton Beach Police Department?
No, he retired.
Did you guys discuss as a group how to proceed with the information that Mr. Shahadi was telling you?
Yes.
And had any of you guys ever done a murder for hire case before?
I haven't personally been involved with one in the investigation of one, but I was involved in the arrest of a previous case where other detectives worked one. And at the time, I was part of the narcotics unit, and we were used to stand around the area before the arrest was made,
Overruled.
but not involved in the investigation, no.
Would you say that murder for hire cases are all the same?
No.
Is every case differently?
Yeah.
Different?
For the most part, yes.
You investigate every case differently?
Yes.
You go with where the evidence takes you?
Yes.
You deal with what witnesses you have?
Yes.
Did you do that in this case?
Yes.
All right, on that day of August 1st, 2009, did you sit down, did Mr. Shahadi want to remain anonymous?
Yes, he did.
Was it kind of known that he really couldn't remain anonymous?
Objection, leading.
Overruled is that question.
Was it kind of known that he really couldn't remain anonymous?
Well, it's one of those situations that it's hard to do, and then, you know, in the future, it could happen that his identity can be.
Objection calls for hearsay, judge. Do you approve?
Yes.
Were you guys requesting Mr. Shahadi to actually have contact with Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
So he would be communicating with her?
Yes.
In addition to communicating with her, you guys discussed with Mr. Shahadi putting a camera in his car and having her get into his car and discuss this plan to hire a hitman.
Yes.
So, and Mr. Shahadi was agreeing to do those things.
Objection, hearsay, judge.
Sustained.
Did you provide Mr. Shahadi with a confidential informant packet?
I didn't, Officer, I'm sorry, Detective Ace Brown did.
Okay, and did Ace Brown do that on July 31st, or did he do that on August 1st?
July 31st.
Let me show you. And you reviewed a copy of this?
I previously have, yes.
Let me show you states number 32. Take a look at that. Is that the copy of the confidential informant agreement?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Judge, the state would offer states 32 and that.
Is it 32?
States 32.
Any objection to 32?
Yes, Your Honor, we're good.
Yes.
I want to go over one section with you in the confidential informant agreement. It's on the second page. It's number 5. Does number 5 explain to Mr. Shahadi his ability to...
Objection leading, Judge.
Rephrase the question.
Why don't you read for the jury what subsection number 5 is that Mr. Shahadi signed?
Subsection number 5 states, I further understand that I may be required to testify in court in cases that I'm involved in. I agree to tell a whole factual truth when testifying. I agree to inform the courts and the Boynton Beach Police Department Investigative Service Unit of any changes, my address for subpoena services, and to make myself available for court depositions or any other actions in the court may require.
Did Mr. Shahadi have a lawyer that was representing him?
No.
You weren't there on July 31st, right?
What's that?
You weren't there on July 31st, though.
No.
After you met with Mr. Shahadi on Saturday morning, what was the plan on that?
The plan was, because we didn't have that much information on the defendant at the time. We only knew her first name. We didn't have an address or anything like that, so we were trying to identify who she was. So we planned on having a first meeting with the defendant.
To have that first meeting, did you guys ask Mr. Shahadi to contact Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
And did he provide you guys with her phone number?
Yes.
Overruled.
Is that the phone number that you guys used throughout the investigation to contact Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
Did you record, well, let's talk about this. When you met with Mr. Shahadi and talked about his cooperation in the case, did you ever want him doing work on his own when he wasn't with you?
No.
And what did you tell him if he got any phone calls or met up with Ms. Dippolito outside of your presence? What did you tell him to do?
I instructed him to not answer the calls. If he did get a chance to answer the calls, to cut him short as he could, and to immediately call me after any conversation that he had with her.
And when he would do that throughout the investigation, would you then have him call her back and record those phone calls?
Overruled.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Let's talk about the... Have you reviewed all the CDs and DVDs in this case?
Yes.
And they're accurate copies of everything that you guys conducted in your investigation?
Yes.
All right, let me show you states number 59 first. see the first phone call conversation with at 3:35 p.m. on August 1st, 2009, between Mohammed Shahadi and the defendant telling her that he was going to be meeting her shortly?
Yes.
Judge, I'd offer states number 59 as evidence at this time.
Objection to 59?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure.
Ready?
All right, let me restart that. Hold on a second. All right, when I start going, I want you to identify who the voices are on it.
Sure.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
you ready?
Who's the male voice?
This is my informant, Mohammed.
And what's his last name?
Yes.
What's his last name?
Shahadi, I can't pronounce it.
Overruled.
And who's the female voice on it?
The defendant, Dalia Dippolito.
Yeah, how far away are you?
Over here at Tire Kingdom, they're just putting on my tires at their tire rotation, so I should be leaving here in about 20 minutes, so I should be there in about half hour.
Pause the disc.
Let me start again so we can hear it.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
you ready?
Yeah, how far away are you?
Over here at Tire Kingdom, they're just putting on my tires at their tire rotation, so I should be leaving here in about 20 minutes, so I should be there in about half hour.
Okay, so call me when you're like 10 minutes away.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Today's date's going to be August the 1st, 2009. The time right now is 3:35. 3:35. This is reference case number 09-387. Yes, 7 3797. Correction on that case number 09-38937.
And who's the person that described the information at the end of the call?
That's me.
Where was the call placed?
It was at the Boynton Beach Police Department.
Okay, so he wasn't at Tire Kingdom.
No.
You guys told him to tell her that.
Yes.
Number 60. All right. State's number 60. Would this be the second call that day of August 1st, 2009, where Mr. Shahade tells the defendant he's 10 minutes away?
Yes.
Judge State would offer State 60 evidence at this time.
Any objection to 60?
Previously stated objection, Judge.
Okay. Over previously stated objection.
Or previously stated objection.
Wait a minute. Approach for a minute.
Were you present and listening in on every one of these calls?
Yes.
And were you also present and listening in on the videos when the cars were rigged with the videos and you could see, the jury will be able to watch, you could also hear what was going on in the vehicles at the same time?
We were able to hear what was going on in the
Not see
vehicle,
it.
not see it.
Right, but you could hear whatever audio we hear on those videos, you heard live.
Yeah, we had a device that we can listen through it, through our just regular radio, just the regular radio.
And all the telephone calls you heard live.
Yes.
Judge State would offer 60 in evidence.
Any additional objection to 60?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so over previously stated objection, 60 is in evidence.
Keep on here.
Hello.
Hey, okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Which car you in?
Okay, bye.
We know which car you in. Hello? Okay, bye.
Sorry, this is the call.
Administrator was trying to call me back. I was texting Tahoe. Today's date is going to be August the 1st, 2009. The time right now is 4:12 p.m. This is reference case number 09-38937. It's a control phone call from the Boynton Beach Police Department. From Detective Marino, ID 696.
Detective Marino, after she was arrested, did you obtain her cell phone records?
Yes.
And did you obtain Mr. Shahade's cell phone records?
Yes.
And was there a text related to what vehicle she would be driving on her text messages and on Mr. Shahade's text messages?
Yes.
Were you present actually with him when she texted him?
Yes.
What the vehicle was? And was it
Yes.
the old Tahoe she texted him?
Yes.
Was he still at your police department when you guys made the second call?
Yes.
And what were you guys doing to his vehicle while he was at the police department?
One of the undercover agents was actually putting a recording system inside his vehicle.
And did Mr. Shahadi know you guys were putting recording system?
Objection, speculation, Judge.
Sustained.
Did you tell him that you guys were putting recording system in his
Objection,
vehicle?
hearsay, Judge. Move your version.
Yes.
So yes or no, did you personally tell him at any time that they were putting a recording device in his vehicle?
No.
Okay. After the second phone call, was the plan to meet at the mobile gas station on Gateway just west of I-95?
Yes.
And why did you guys pick the mobile on Gateway just west of I-95?
Because the informant said that she lived nearby, and that was a good place that we can actually do surveillance at.
Was that also the place where she had met with him on the date of July 31st?
Yes.
So the day before, that's actually where they met.
Yes.
The did he actually go to the mobile gas station and meet with Ms. Dippolito?
Yes.
Were you guys there?
Yes.
You guys provided surveillance?
Yes.
Did you guys take photographs?
Yes.
Obviously, no police were in his vehicle, right?
I'm sorry, what?
No police officers were inside his vehicle.
No.
It was just Mr. Shahade and the defendant?
Yes.
What vehicle did she arrive in?
The Tahoe.
And did she then get into his vehicle?
Yes.
Is all that captured on the video recording?
Yes.
And did you actually hear their conversation live while you were surveilling them?
Yes.
Judge, I'd offer states number 36A into evidence at this time.
I'm sorry, 36.
It's marked 36A.
Okay, any objection to 36A?
Previously stated in one of your objections, Judge.
Okay, approach on the other one. You can pause it for just a minute. Forty-six is over previously stated objection and renewed objection.
Before I show you this, I want to show you some photographs really
Sure.
quick. I'll show you states 35, A, B, and C. Photographs.
Yes, I do.
Are those photographs of the meeting between Mr. Shahade and Ms. Dippolito on August 1st, 2009?
Yes.
At the mobile gas station?
Yes.
Check it out for states 35A through C in evidence.
Any objection to 35A, B, C? None? Okay. 35A, B, and C in evidence without objection.
So let me zoom in a little bit and get out of their way. Just make sure these are in order. So they're backwards. This is 35A. Tell the jury what they're looking at 35A.
That's the Tahoe that the defendant arrived in.
35B.
And that's her walking through the parking lot at the mobile gas station.
And 35C.
And that's my informant's car.
That would be Mr. Shahade's
Yes.
vehicle he drove in?
Yes.
Is that the vehicle that they both get into?
Yes.
Or I guess Mr. Shahade was already in it when Ms. Dippolito gets into that maybe?
Yes.
Is this a hidden camera that's in the vehicle?
Yes.
So if I got into that vehicle, would I ever know that there's a camera in there?
Probably not.
Obviously, so the jury understands. Is that date accurate?
No.
Is the time accurate?
No.
Was this one, did this begin around 4:15 p.m. that day?
Yes.
Huh?
That's Mr. Mohammed,
And who's here in the front half?
Mr. Dippolito.
I love you too.
Honestly, don't worry. Can't have that much money.
It's not even over the fucking money. Like, I fucking get it. Like, it's not even about the fucking money. Like, you know that money. We'll spend it, like, in the fucking blink of an eye. It's not about the fucking money. Like, it's about, like, his fucking friends and all that other shit. Like, the thing is, it's like, okay, with his wife, like, she didn't have anything. They were, like, renting. So, like, divorcing her, it didn't matter. Like, me going and fucking filing for divorce, like, he'll come after my fucking ass. Period.
Okay,
You know
well,
what I
I'm trying
mean?
to
It's
say
like,
is,
and all his friends, like, he ran into another guy today at Target that was, like, organized crime or whatever, also on probation. Like, he keeps running into all these fucking people, is what I'm saying to you. Like, he knows a lot of people.
all I'm saying, this guy, you know, he's on the interrogation in the street. You know, this is all he does. He has nothing to do with you after.
Good.
Okay? And, like, you know, you don't contact him, he don't contact you, and he might tell you, oh, it's like to get out of town or something for a day. You know?
Yeah, but the problem is that I never go out of town. So now all of a sudden the shit's gonna go down and I'm gonna go out of town. Like, I'll go to Boca or I'll go somewhere else. But
You're like
like,
an alibi to be somewhere.
Right,
when they
right,
can
I'll
verify
go-
when it happened.
yeah, I'll go get my hair done or something, or I'll be somewhere, but I need to go out of town. I never go anywhere. Right away, I'm gonna be like, oh, what a coincidence. You never fucking go anywhere, and the day you leave, the shit happens.
Okay, did you give me the address and a picture of him? Or?
I have a picture of him right now.
Okay, and this right now is, you're right here, right behind these towns, right here, the two-story town?
Not the other one. On the left, if you want, follow me home. I'm right here, I'm right down the corner if you want.
No, I'm saying, no, what I'm gonna do, if you want,
Is she pointing out to them the location of where she lived with Mike Dippolito?
Objection, Judge, speculation, no personal knowledge.
Sustained.
Do you know where they resided?
Yes, afterwards.
In relation to where they parked, was she pointing out the location of where they lived?
Speculation, no personal knowledge.
Yep, sustained.
there's a case that told me he goes to LA Fitness, right?
Yeah, but he just had surgery done, so he hasn't been going to the fucking gym.
Okay, so let's say he stalks your house for day two, when he step outside, to like the...
He walks the dogs.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, he goes and you know what I mean, like, he walks the dogs or whatever, but like, when's he doing this? Because this other shit that you fucking did before, I gave all this fucking money and nothing.
You gave it to the niggers, I had nothing to do with it, and I told you to
Cops?
stay away from
I
them.
didn't give them anything.
I
What are
told
you talking about?
No, Larry, although when you walked into the clothes store, I told you.
I didn't give him any money.
Oh, you told me you did. You told me that you were gonna give him my Range Rover or something like that.
No, that was bullshit. That guy still calls me, but I told him
Yo,
I'm out
the
of town.
trouble, yo. Stop
No, I know.
telling you, they do it. They're gonna get you in trouble.
They don't even know about this. They don't know about this. They don't
I
know
don't
me
talk to
anything.
them.
The other guy that wasn't with them.
No, don't
He
talk to them.
called,
I'm
he
doing
called
this.
me, but no, I don't talk to them. They don't even ask me about you. Not the other guy. The other one is the one because he wanted to help with some sort of website bullshit. But I haven't talked to him in like a couple months.
Okay, after he killed whatever, your mom and all them, not gonna like, his mom is not gonna get suspicious of you or anything like
Why
that?
me? Like, do you know what fucking
Didn't you
killing
say
somebody
that-
is? Yeah, but killing somebody, come on. I mean, that's fucking, nobody's gonna be able to point a finger at me. But I need him to say, like, remember you were asking me who's his enemy, who's this, who's that?
Yeah, I was trying to tell you.
Alright, there's this guy that like fucking hates him. Like, he snitched them out, and now that family's doing time right now.
Okay, now, if he doesn't have no direct contact with you, other
Then I
than
did
your
you.
partner, okay, he's not even gonna collect me until after he shows that he's dead and the blues, that's the way he works shit.
Right.
So, if you fuck him over, he'll come after you.
How the fuck would I fuck him over $3,500?
I'm just telling you, that's how it is.
I know,
He's a
but-
dirty guy.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Like, but how, you gotta tell him too, like, I can't go fucking meeting Buddy and giving him money. Like, you better send someone and then I'll
No,
send
this is
someone.
gonna be after it's done. He's
Right.
not taking it, it's gonna be after it's done. It's on my word. Okay, I know him, like, back in the days, he got in the military, he really didn't have a job,
Right.
and all this shit, so he's good at it.
Okay. But now, how am I supposed to know what day he's gonna do it?
He's gonna give you a couple of days notice. He's
Like,
not-
for example, like Wednesday he's going to Boca. He's got like a dentist
Listen,
appointment in the morning.
we can put it on his schedule. He's gonna know the best time, where, furthest place from your house, he's gonna have everything organized.
Okay.
Okay, it's gonna be before Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, because he's going to Costa Rica Thursday.
All right.
So
So he
he
wants
wants
to get
to-
paid
soon as he brings you the paper, you know, when he's dead, you're gonna have to pay him.
Alright.
Seriously.
What paper is he gonna bring me? I'm gonna know he's fucking dead, like the cops are gonna come.
Newspaper, whatever,
Okay,
whatever,
that's fine.
as long as you get the proof, you know, then, you know, that'll be straight. But,
Why
like I
don't
said,
I
you
just
promised
fucking give
me.
you the money and you give it to
No,
him?
no,
Okay,
I'm not
fine.
gonna do that. I'm giving him the deposit, whatever,
Yeah.
and, as long as you get the proof, you know, then, you know, that'll be straight. But,
Why
like I
don't
said,
I
you
just
promised
fucking give
me.
you the money and you give it to
No,
him?
no,
Okay,
I'm not
fine.
gonna do that. I'm giving him the deposit, whatever,
Yeah.
and, I'm Mr. Oscar. I really appreciate if you can help me out a little bit with like the bill, the money, you know, like give me an extra $200 on that. I'm not getting nothing out of it.
What are you talking about?
Like, you know, just throw me two bills because I'm like behind on some stuff. Not 2,000, just like 200. I'm not making
I brought
nothing.
1,200, like that's all I brought. He's asking for 1,200?
You can't pull out an ATM.
I withdrew money today if I can get this. Let me see if it'll let me take it. If it'll let me take it, I'll take it for you.
Checks.
And so then what are you asking me for afterwards? Like, I'll give you 20 once it's done.
That's it. I'm not greedy. Just someone just be able to catch up on, like, you know, the things. Just
Right.
make it 100,000, right? Yeah, whatever. Just give me 20, but cash. Like, you know.
Right. No, of course. I'm not going to write you a check. I know that. But yeah, everyone's going to think it's related to that fucking bullshit because I'm going to tell them. I'm going to say, you know, like, bullshit. I'm just going to tell them, like, these guys went in, like, he's done something into guys. I'm going to tell them about the guy at Target that we ran into, the weird guy that lives in our fucking neighborhood too, that's on fucking probation for something else. I'm going to throw all their fucking names in and I don't care. I'm just going to start naming a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to say, you know.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. No, let's just get this shit done with. I don't want to hear from this guy. You don't hear from this guy after that's it. It's done.
I know, and we never talk about it again. Ever do we talk about it again. And you're sure, like, we can trust this guy and everything's okay with this guy, right?
Yo, the people what he's done, you trust him. He's known for that. What's good about it is, like, we don't have no fear too much because he's legally here. So it's like, you know, they can record that.
Are you gonna drive me to the ATM?
This is the ATM here? Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is that I used the one over. Sometimes they don't let you take out. You think it'll let me take it out?
Yeah,
Alright, I'll try.
I swear, my wallet's empty.
When Mr. Shahade got back to the police department that day after this recording, did you collect evidence from him?
Yes,
How much money did he give you?
1,200.
We want all this shit in my work. That's why I asked you to move back.
You know I don't care. Like, I've known you for fucking ever. I brought pictures. I brought you forever. It's like, you know. I know. No, I know. But let me see.
You know, I'm late for work. Let's get this done. So I gotta meet him too.
And he knows the truck and everything like that.
Sure.
And I have a picture of the Porsche. Like, he doesn't need that much, is what you're saying.
You just need to see him once outside your community. Or walking along, whatever.
Let's see that one. My grandfather, he's like dying.
This is him?
My grandfather?
No, this is
Yeah.
him. Okay, just give me this.
Yeah, but take my grandfather fucking out of the picture. Can't you fucking cut him out?
Here.
Here, he's here. Is this a good picture or no?
Yeah. Blood, if you're getting your life straight after this, seriously, don't never do can't
picture
do
of
that
me.
when there was, I'm just trying to.
These are what the houses look like where I live.
Here. Just leave that, that's it.
Alright. Okay, so you're fine.
No extra information, you get to him, nothing, that's it. Him, you don't have nothing to do.
I'm not seeing him, right?
Just when, this is don't give him the.
Right, but right now I'm not seeing him, I'm not anything. Wipe my fucking prints off those fucking pictures. Really? You're gonna give him something with my fucking fingerprints all over?
I'm gonna show it to you, then you keep it.
I think we're gonna have to take a break anyway, we'll have no problem.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take about a 5-minute break. I'll send you into the jury room. We apparently have some technical problems. As always, don't discuss the case, but we'll see you back in 5 minutes. We're just going to send you in the jury room right now. May be seated. All right, Mr. Williams, I think I'm just going to step off for 5 minutes, see if you can resolve this.
Very good.
Alright?
Okay.
God forgive me, alright.
Later, bye.
He just needs the price of the gun, that's why he does everything except for
You're
that.
sure everything else is okay?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yo, what more sure can you want? You're planning a murder. Come on, stop, yo.
Becky giving her, I mean, I already
No,
knew
no,
whatever.
no.
So you were right.
Alright. Ma'am, you don't have nothing to do.
I'm not seeing him, right?
Just when I just don't give him the.
Right, but right now I'm not seeing him.
Is that what it is? It's the drag?
Yeah,
It's going from?
yes.
So how are you bringing it back?
I just moved where I want and click.
Oh, you click on it.
Here's these two.
So what is this? These are the pictures that what she gave him.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, son.
All right, Neil, we're good.
Main seat, court back in session.
Okay. Ready to proceed?
Judge, who called me,
Jury in?
yes.
Okay.
Bring this up now, for purposes of, impeachment on cross-examination, when that comes up.
When what comes up? Oh, I'm sorry, when cross-examination
Correct,
comes up.
correct. Just in terms of procedurally how we do this, so we don't say in the previous, trial, we just say in a hearing on December.
Yeah, in a previous hearing under oath.
Okay, and the date, or is the date on it?
Yeah, and I'll instruct the witness that you don't refer to a prior trial. You refer to a prior hearing under oath.
I appreciate that.
Okay. I can't see Mr. Williams. Are we ready to, we ready to go?
So, thank you.
Okay, let's bring in the jury. Most people do. except for-
Jury enter.
All right, counsel, you may be seated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I think we fixed our technical problems.
They're fixed, Judge.
All right, you may proceed.
All right, before I go back to my technical problems, let me show you state number 61, see if you recognize that.
Yes.
Is that the $1,200 that Mohammed Shahadi gave to you after he returned back
Yes.
from this video?
Yes, it is.
Judge, state would offer states number 61 into evidence.
Any objection to 61?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, 61 in evidence without objection.
The other one states 23A and B. What's the court saying? 23A and B. Do you recognize those two photographs?
Yes.
Are those two blow-ups of the two photographs that Mr. Shahadi provided to you when he came back from meeting with Ms. Dippolito?
Before I introduce them to evidence?
Yes.
Are these the two blow-ups of the two photographs?
Yes.
Good. State would offer 23A and B into evidence as well.
Any objection to 23A and B?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, 23A and B in evidence without objection.
obviously it's not open, but this is the money that he returned?
Yes.
first. Did you become familiar with this photograph?
Yes.
What's that picture of?
Of the residence to Ms. Dippolito, Mr. Dippolito.
And is this where Mike Dippolito owned?
Yes.
And 23B. Would this be the other photograph she provided to Mr. Shahade?
Yes.
Is that a blow up of the photograph of Mike Dippolito?
Yes.
My grandfather, he's like dying.
This is him?
My grandfather?
No, this is
Yeah.
Okay, just give me this.
Yeah, but take my grandfather fucking out of the picture. Can't you fucking cut him up?
Here.
Here, he's here. Is this a good picture or no?
Yeah. Blood, if you're getting your life straight after this, seriously, don't never do this shit again, you know?
You know what? You fucking start getting your shit
No,
together too.
that's what I've been
Don't
trying to
fucking
do.
lecture me.
I'm just trying to
These are what the houses look like where I live.
Here. Just leave that, that's it.
Alright. Okay, so you're fine.
No extra information, you get nothing, that's it. And you don't have nothing to do.
I'm not seeing him, right?
Just when it's done, give him the.
Right, but right now I'm not seeing him. I'm not anything. Wipe my fucking print off those fucking pictures. Really? You're gonna give him something with my fucking fingerprints all over?
I'm gonna show it to you, then you keep it.
alternatives, perhaps this is a lunchtime fix and we need to just go ahead and move on?
All right. All right, obviously there's some more that was on that videotape.
Yes.
All right, we'll get a better copy and keep going on it later. After you guys finished with that videotape on August 1st, did you guys come to realize that what Mr. Shahadi was telling you guys was truthful?
Yes.
Objection, Judge. Can we approach?
Yes.
After you guys finished with Mr. Shahadi on Saturday, what happened the rest of that day?
We went back to the station, and then, of course, we reviewed the video, and then the investigation continued based on the information that we gathered from that video.
And so did you guys get together as detectives and discuss how to proceed at that point?
Yes.
Overruled.
Did any activity occur on that Sunday on August 2nd?
No.
Were most of you guys off of work that day?
Yes.
And at this point in time, did you guys feel that you kind of had control of what was going on?
Yes.
Did you guys start back up again on that Monday, August 3rd?
Yes.
On August 3rd, a little before noon, did you meet with Mr. Shahade?
Yes.
Oh, all right, I don't know if you met with him. What does it mean when you have a three-way call?
Three-way call is when someone makes a phone call. Like if I was to make a phone call any one of you guys, and then have a third person involved in the call.
All right, so if you did a three-way call, Mr. Shahade wouldn't be present with you then?
Yes.
So he would be somewhere else, he would call into you, and then you guys would have him call out to the other person?
Yes. He would call me, or I would either call him, and then during that conversation, he would make a third phone call.
Got it. So whenever there's a three-way call, you guys are at different locations?
Yes.
So let's go into, this be states number 62. So states number 62. Would this be the first call on August 3rd of 2009? That was a three-way call between Mohammed Shahadi and the defendant and you on the other end?
Yes.
And was this discussing what was going to go on?
Call from your city, Judge. And meeting.
The leading of is sustained. Rephrase the question.
Judge, I'm just going to offer 62 with evidence.
Any objection, was it 62?
62, Your Honor.
Any objection to 62?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, approach.
Yes.
Judge, they would offer state subpoenas and evidence.
Any additional objection?
Previously stated.
Okay, over previously stated, 62 in evidence.
Make sure
like, when he calls me, like, if I'm around people, I'm gonna say, oh, you know, yeah, I pulled up some listings for you, and I'm gonna, like, walk away to be able to talk to him, but if I say that to him, tell him not to get all freaked out.
Well, you might get freaked out if I was trying to tell you, make sure between those hours you're, like, free, and no one's around you.
I know that, but that's like you telling me, I don't know what time he's calling, so would I do not be around anyone for 4 hours? Like, I'll walk away or whatever, like, I'll walk away.
It's a 2-hour window period from 1 to 3.
What?
It's a 2-hour window period from 2 to 3. I mean, you can't make sure you're by yourself by then.
Alright, I will. Okay.
Well, if you ask anyone up front, you know, just say no, just say how you said the aspects, and you're good one. Because you want to make sure that you give them all this information, and then nothing goes through, you know?
Huh.
Before I know that, you know, straight, fast, quick, and clean.
Alright, good.
It all goes back to open 3 with him, or just wait.
What?
Should I open 3-way with him, or just wait until he calls? Yeah, that's probably the best. I don't want to get him too paranoid, you know.
No, I know, me neither. Like, I don't want to do that because, you know, like, I'm very down to earth. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want him to think, you know, whatever. I don't. Like, I also understand my position. Like, how the fuck do I even know it's him that I'm meeting? Like, you've seen the, you know what I mean? Like, you've seen the person, whatever. Like, I want to make sure, you know what I mean? Like, you're there.
Okay, I mean, I can be there, but I mean, I'm thinking you want to talk to you alone, but I mean, I know him, it's like, you know him, you know, like, just 2 people, and people who've used him before. There's nothing personal between me and him.
Right, and you know it's him. Like, how do I know it's not somebody else that's been showing up? You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't know exactly, you know, how he looks like or anything. What I'll do is I'll send you a picture of the phone.
Yeah, but that'll freak him out.
No, I'll just say, you know, to me, how is he gonna find you? You know, those people.
Yeah, I don't know. Just try to be available. Try to see if you can hook up there and just show up there.
I am trying, you know, it says one day you go to work.
You know.
Alright, so, wish you answer your phone. Let's just get this taken care of today, because I really don't want to think about this anymore.
You really what?
I don't want to think about this anymore. Let's get done with
You
it.
need that. I know, I heard. Right.
Alright,
Okay.
so I'll call you. I'll call him, so I'll call you.
Right.
Where is he out of the house?
What?
When is your husband out of the house?
Today?
Yeah.
Not at all. Like, I will be.
You will be.
Yeah.
You can't get him to go to Polish or anything like that.
What?
You can't get him to go to Polish. Oh,
Yeah, I can.
you can.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me talk to him.
Okay.
You know, I have him call you right there, and then, or we'll do it after you.
Okay, either way. Alright. Thank you.
It's August the 3rd, 2009. The time is 11:38 p.m. This is reference case number 09-38937. It's a control phone call with the CI and our suspect. Detective Marino, ID 696.
3rd, would that have been 11:38 a.m.?
Yes, it's my
So
mistake.
Prior to her meeting with Mr. Jean.
Yes.
Was the purpose of that contact to,
Stain, rephrase.
well, what was the purpose of that phone call?
In that call, we actually had the informant inform the suspect that
Overruled.
we were trying to get the suspect to know that our undercover agent was going to give her a call sometime in that day. He was going to make a phone call to her.
In the next couple hours?
Yes.
And was Ms. Dippolito asking Mr. Shahade to be able to see if she could be there with him?
Sustained.
Well, what did Ms. Dippolito ask Mr. Shahade about joining her with meeting up with?
In the
The objection was leading?
Yes.
As to that, objection overruled.
in the phone call, you can hear that she asked if the CI can join them.
Overruled.
Go ahead, tell me.
You can hear that she asked the informant, Mr. Mohammed, to be present at the time of the meeting with the undercover agent.
All right, let's go through states number 63. All right, is 63 another three-way call that occurred at 1:04 in the afternoon, so a little over an hour after this call, between,
Sustained.
all right, well, what is states number 63?
63.
Did that occur on August 3rd, 2009?
Yes, this is another conversation between the informant and the suspect.
And what time of the day was that call?
That one was at 1:04 p.m.
All right, and is that an exact copy of the phone call that you recorded?
Yes,
And did you actually listen to that call live?
yes.
The state would offer state 63 in evidence.
Any objection to 63? Okay. Over previously stated objection, 63 in evidence.
You gonna call her right now? All right, go ahead and call her. And blow her off.
Is that you?
Yes.
Oh, you got things to do, man. You can't. You're a smart guy.
Hey, alright, ready?
Yeah.
So, where are you? You're on 95 already?
Yeah, I'm outside the airport. Belvedere.
Okay, there's only point I finally, scared my sister's, my brother's sister is supposed to come over here and drop off some food. Why don't you do it, like, right now, like, seriously, like, fuck, it's Monday.
I'm already up here. Like, it's just gonna take me a second.
Okay, well, go out of your way. I've been going out of my way for you fucking all week. Come on.
So do I. Like, it's gonna take me a second to tell you what I got.
What?
1 second, I just have to tell you, that's it, and then I'm leaving.
Why does your phone keep cutting off?
Because I'm driving on 95.
So can you please tell me on the phone, because seriously, like, I need to get dressed, so I get ready for work. This guy's gonna call, like, you're killing all my time. Like, I haven't had time to myself.
Alright, fine. Hold on for 1 second, then. Let me pull over, because I don't want to talk.
What is it?
Give me a second. I'm gonna pull the car over so I can, like, get out and talk.
No, I understand that, but you don't understand. Like, I'm lying in bed, alright? Like,
Yeah.
my brother's wife is coming over to drop off some food before I go to work. And I haven't gotten dressed, I haven't got nothing. Now I'm having to get dressed, put something real quick to come meet you. I really got any time. And this guy is going to call at any time, so I want to try to meet you with him to help you out. Like, you know, like, I'm in late.
But I wanted to tell you something without him being there because it benefits you.
No, well, get to talk before we meet him. You. Like, you know, we'll meet somewhere on the way or something.
Hold on, I'll just tell you right now if it's fine. Hold on. I'm pulling over right now. I don't want to talk in my car.
Make sure it was around you. It's not something that you joke around on.
No, I know. Obviously. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm like paying for this light.
Why don't I listen to you? Why don't I get myself involved with you like this?
Whatever. I love you too.
Yeah, I love you too. Love those really strong words. Be careful how you use it.
What?
Be careful how you use it.
What? I love you? You know I love you. I've known you forever. Oh my god. So fucking crazy, I swear. Like, for whatever, like, fucking reason, we always end up, like, I don't know. We always end up, like, fucking talking again. That's fucking crazy.
Okay, so, did you get it?
Alright, yeah. Okay, what I was gonna tell you.
The question or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay. His business partner or whatever texted him that he needs to like start giving him more money and shit and whatever to like pay down like what he fucking owes him. So what happened was is that on Wednesday he's going to meet him and he's giving him like 10 grand. What? Hey, huh?
Where is he going to get 10 grand? Talk to me, one person, not everyone else about it. I need to understand detail.
I'm in the middle of the road right now. Nothing. He's going to the bank. He's pulling out 10 grand from the fucking bank, and then he's going to this guy's office to fucking drop it off on Wednesday morning. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, you know, fucking our friend or whatever hooks up with him for fucking coffee, like you could get a piece of that is what I'm trying to say to you. Like from that fucking money. Like why the fuck, you know what I mean? Like even though whatever's like taking place, like he could fucking just give that to you.
Okay, so...
If he's gonna have it on him and like I know what bank he goes to, like I know all.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, I'm going to give you an instruction. What you see on the easel, the notes that were put before you in opening statement by Mr. Williams are demonstrative aid. They are not evidence. The evidence that you're to rely upon in this case is the evidence you hear from the witness stand and that you see and hear on videos or recordings presented. So what you see on that easel is a demonstrative aid. It is not evidence, and you're not to rely upon that, but upon the evidence that's presented in this trial. You may proceed.
And a say to you. Like from that fucking money. Like why the fuck, you know what I mean? Like even though whatever's like taking place, like he could fucking just give that to you.
Okay, so...
If he's gonna have it on him and like I know what bank he goes to, like I know all that shit.
Listen, Dalia, I don't care if he has 10 grand or 50 grand. I'm not robbing him. I don't want his money, okay? I'm doing this for you, okay? You can, you know, I don't want nothing physically from him. What you do for me after playback on you. Okay, like I told you. I'm not gonna chase someone, for 10 grand, 20 grand, or 100 grand,
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm just telling you.
Who are you? You don't want to put yourself in a situation. Let this guy take care. He's a professional. He'll take care of what he's got to do. And all that money he's got left in the bank account, fuck the 10 grand. You don't need that.
I don't need it. I don't want it. Like, I didn't tell you I wanted it for myself. Like, because I know whatever, like, you're jabbed up. I was saying, like, just fucking, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Well, I'd rather just not take chances. Get this done with because you got a bigger reward at the end,
Well, yeah, for sure. But, like, whatever. I mean, because, like I told you, I didn't know, like, how he's setting everything up or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you're his wife. No matter how he set everything up, we just gone on vacation, whatever, gone, you know what I mean? You're going to get feelings.
Alright, what else I wanted to tell you?
Okay, I'm expecting a phone call in the next 15, 20 minutes. And he lives, I think he told me Lafayette. Like somewhere, like either 441 out west over here or down 441. So make sure you're around those areas when he calls.
Alright.
Okay, and then you call me and I'll explain to you. I might come with him just to make you feel close to him a little bit.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alright.
Alright?
Okay.
Alright.
We'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
Today is August the 2nd, 2003. The time right now is 1:04 p.m. This was a control phone call, three-way with the suspect and the CI at the Boynton Beach Police Department. I'm Detective Marino, ID 696, reference case number 0938937. You're gonna...
So you said it was August 2nd of 2003.
I just realized that.
August 3rd of 2009.
Yes.
Overruled.
Is that yes?
Yes.
All right. Let me show you states number 53. Take a look here. Tell us what states 53 is.
This is where the undercover agent contacted the defendant at 2:47 p.m.
On August 3rd?
Yes.
And is that the first call between the undercover officer and the defendant?
Yes.
And tell the jury, what was the name of the undercover officer?
Woody Jean?
And does he work for the Boynton Beach Police Department?
Yes.
So just state what office. And you obviously were present during that recording of that phone call?
Yes.
And overheard everything?
Yes.
And that's the exact copy of the recording?
Yes.
So just state what office states 53.
Any objection to 53?
Previously stated, but not in regard to our medication, in regard to
All right, so 53 in evidence over previously stated objection.
All right, today's date is going to be August the 3rd, 2009. The time right now is 2:47 p.m. This is reference case number 38937, year is 2009. This is Detective Marino, ID 696. Go ahead. This is going to be a control phone call, reference the above case.
Is that you again?
Yes.
$3,000 up front. All right, and we'll need to key to your house. You heard me?
Yeah, where are you?
All right, I'm heading out from Miami, and we'll be there in about an hour. All right?
Okay.
And we'll meet you somewhere for 95 by your spot.
Okay.
You live off Gateway, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll call you when I get there by Gateway.
All right,
I
thanks.
remember. 3,000, key to the house. All right?
Bye. All right, bye.
Yeah.
State 64.
This is another phone call where the suspect contacted the Mohammed. The defendant contacted the Mohammed, and that was at 3:08 p.m.
Did you listen to that phone call? You were live, you were present,
Yes.
and did you record it?
Yes.
And then exact recording of that phone call?
Yes.
So this is over states 64, that's this time.
Objection to 64?
Yes, Your Honor, we're approved.
Yes. Before an evidence over, objection.
I'm going to give you a call. He's like, in about an hour. He's like, so we can go ahead and we can meet up. He's like, but remember, he's like, I need the $3 grand up front. Like, he said it to me like twice. I'm like, all right, bye.
Well, do you have his phone number?
Yeah, I have the number from where he called me from on caller ID, yeah, but I don't know how to use three-way on this phone.
Well, tell him since you know where I live, I'm not going to be running away, and obviously I'm going to pay you, I mean.
So, it's like, all this shit's just being talked on the phone. You don't think that I should just meet him and fucking talk to him face to face, or what should I do? Because that's not
I don't want all the other, and then, you know, he gets pissed, and you don't give him all the money, and like that, what's that supposed to, you know?
I'm just thinking, just like, what if, like, at the end nothing gets done, and now there's a key fucking floating in my house and I get robbed?
What?
It said, how do I know now, like, it's gonna fucking get done, and, like, my fucking house doesn't get robbed instead? I don't know. Why did I need to see my...
He's not gonna want, as much as you're scared, he's even more scared. He probably wants the house to the key to either enter your housing with that or something, I don't know.
Yeah, but why did you want the key to my fucking house? Like, I thought you said the shit wasn't gonna get personal.
It isn't. I'm saying probably he wants to, like, I don't know.
I can't keep doing this anymore. And you know how I feel about that. I've already been there, done that through that fucking road. I did, and that's what you just said. It's not the money anymore. You know that. You know, I came up with fucking 12. What the fuck was that for then?
It's just for the weapon.
So then it's like, and then, you know, we came into the agreement, okay, after the fact, you know, whatever, like, what we said, after the fact, which is fine. And you know me, like...
I'm just trying to be a favor, and you're putting me on the phone saying all this, you know, like, I really feel bad about what I've done.
Okay, so now what?
You want to meet up with him, or y'all trying to do that? Tell him the rest.
I can't, and how do I know, like I told you, now I'm fucking floating a key to my fucking house, like, you know? There's more shit than that, like, I have a fucking alarm, you know? It's like, it's I have motion. Huh?
Explain that to him.
I have motion detectors, like, it's not just like I live in some fucking basic house. Anyways, alright, well, are you gonna be, like, around here? What?
You want to call in and say, oh, it's also doing stuff like this house?
I'm just gonna talk to him, I guess, when I see him. I don't like talking all this shit over the phone, like, it's already fucked up.
Your phone is not hotwired because something's in the close. They can't log you into it. It's hotwired.
What?
It said your phone is actually attached. Maybe a search for it, and
I don't know, I'm just telling you, like, I don't want to talk about this shit up, you know what I mean? Over the phone or whatever. Like, this isn't like how it's supposed to roll. What? I can't understand what you're saying.
I said, where did he ask you to meet him?
He didn't say. All he said to me was, he's gonna come up around here. I guess he knows where I fucking live. I didn't tell him.
This is living so pretty sure.
He said, I'll be up here. He's like, I'm coming from Miami. He's like, I'll be there in an hour. And he called me from a 786 number.
Anyway, I was just thinking of the argument done.
What?
That's just the grand, you know, more is done.
I didn't ask him. That's all he said to me was, I'm gonna need $3,000 up front. So it's like, what the fuck? What do you know what I mean? Like, he said to me, he's like, I'm gonna need $3,000 from you up front. He's like, a key to your house. What do you mean a freaking key to my house? Like, for that shit, you know what I mean? I'll fucking handle my own shit.
Maybe try to set something up in my house.
All I'm saying to you is that how the fuck do I know, like, they're not just gonna fucking wait a week and rob my fucking house?
So what they do for a living, how would they worry you shot?
Right, the reality is that, like, why are they asking me for money up front? Like, you told me it was 12, and then afterwards, like, it was gonna fucking happen.
A lot of people back off after they go through all this trouble.
I don't, you know what I mean? I can't fucking give that money. Like, right now, I'm holding on to, like, every fucking dime I have in case this shit doesn't fucking fly.
Okay, so give him $2,000.
I don't have it. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say to you? And if it doesn't fucking go through, I'm giving up more money. I can't keep fucking...
No, if he takes it, he'll give it back if it doesn't go through. He's not like that. Trust me, he's done with my cousins. I'm bigger shit. I just don't know who it is, though.
I fucking gave him, I gave him what he fucking asked me for. I gave him the fucking club, I gave him that whatever. If they fucking, wanted go get it for sure after the fact. And that's it. I can't do anything. I mean, it just sounds like fucking bullshit. It really does.
You already wasted $200. You might as well give them $1,000 and get to get and
How do I know it's going to go through? Like, I want them to look at me fucking face to face and tell me, okay, fine. If you guys give me that, whatever.
face to face?
What?
Aren't you gonna meet them face to face?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to meet him right now face to face, but I'm not fucking, until this fucking shit gets cleared up, I'm not fucking bringing anything with me.
Okay, well listen. Meet you in a public area and I'll meet you there in an hour. I don't want you going by yourself. And I'll try to talk to him about the price.
Alright, well, I'm sure he called me 15, 20 minutes ago, so I'm sure it's going to be like in 45 minutes he's going to be up here.
It is suspect interest, huh?
Alright. Okay.
But didn't you have the 3 grand hide like 2 of them on the side pocket or something?
I don't have that with me. I don't have it. I don't fucking sit there with fucking cash in my bag. And I can't keep pulling shit from all these fucking accounts. I can't do it. Like, you don't catch somebody off guard and say, hey, I need a couple $1,000.
Don't even waste your time. He's not going to do it with no money down.
You didn't tell me that. You told me. Well, I'm going by what you told me.
I was $200 per $1,000. I don't want to talk about this over the phone. God, I'm just trying to help you and you're fucking getting me more involved.
That's fine. We'll see what the fuck happens when they call. Just try to be down here in like 40 minutes. Alright?
Which car are you taking?
The Tahoe.
The Mercedes?
No, the Tahoe, the truck.
Which one has Dr. 10?
Truck.
Alright, the worst thing that comes to worst scenario, you have to get you back to 12-1 if he doesn't accept the $1,000 payment.
Alright. Okay. Or just give me the fucking shit that they were gonna use. I fucking paid for it, didn't I?
And what if they don't do that?
Alright.
I think most of the time they run from people.
Alright, well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to, like, get my own men, like, with the 1200, like, if they won't do it for the one, because I'm not gonna do it. I can't. So I'm just gonna have to call somebody or whatever that, like, I know and just getting my own.
I think it's worth it. No.
What?
I think it's worth it because he doesn't want to go on service. That's all he does.
Alright, well, I'll see you down here in like 40 minutes. Okay, bye.
Alright, today's date is going to be August the 3rd, 2009. The time right now is 3:08 p.m. This is a controlled conversation between the CI and the suspect. Case number is 0938937. Right now at the BPD. I'm Detective Marino, ID 696.
At the end of that recording, did that become a problem for you guys?
At the end of the recording?
Yeah, when the defendant said that if he wasn't willing to accept the money up front and get paid at the end, that she just wanted the gun herself and she would get her own people to do it, that become a problem for you guys?
Yes.
And why did that become a problem for you guys?
Well, because she was not willing to, we were afraid that we were not going to be involved in the case anymore and she would get somebody else to kill her husband.
And if that occurred, would you guys have lost control of the investigation?
Yes.
Ms. Williams, tell me we're in a good place, when we're at a good place to break.
If they're ready to break now, we can break now.
Well, it's just we have to break
I can
for
break
lunch at
anywhere.
sometime between 12 and 12:30. Okay, we'll go ahead and break now for lunch. Let's see, it's a little after 12. All right, I'll give you to 1:30 today, a little bit longer than normal. Usually it's an hour and 15, it'll be a little over. We'll just make it 1:30. So we'll take a break now for lunch. We'll see you back at 1:30. As always, please do not discuss the case amongst yourselves with anyone else. Do not do any research. Do not listen to or read any news accounts of the trial. Have a pleasant lunch. We'll see you back at 1:30. All right, council may be seated. Anything we need to do before the lunch break?
I texted Ned to have Anton come back because you didn't know how to make it work.
Obviously, for the appellate record pertaining to, input this week.
Sure. Technically, you're released for lunch. Be back at 1:30. You're under oath. Do not discuss your testimony with anyone. We'll see you back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And would you do me a favor, as you go outside, the jury is now just being escorted down to the elevators. Just kind of hang there for a minute so the jury can clear the floor. Thank you.
And just to obviously lay the appellate record, I don't know if I was clear, what is on the board that I objected to earlier are dates, times, and I would say summaries of what each call and video is shown. Including quotes, talked about Michael Dippolito had his surgery, dog wash, payment for murder. When asked if she wanted to back out, no, 5,000% sure she wants him murdered. And similar quotes to that.
Okay.
Explain that because obviously you probably will can't see that. And secondly, just to clarify the court's ruling, the timeliness issue on the motion to suppress, if I can just tell me if I'm wrong or right here. Once again, the appellate record, I'm not arguing the motion.
Right. You're talking about the motion to suppress?
Yes.
The renewed motion you filed yesterday?
And I'm just going to clarify one point that I made. I filed a motion, I filed a renewed motion, I renewed it before trial. Today, or last night, I submitted a amended renewed motion. The only thing I attached to that was testimony from Muhammad Shihadi from last trial. There was no new legal argument. It was the same legal argument. Now, I did proc what witnesses could have stated, but my overall argument was the same. So you're not striking the motion to suppress as untimely, you're striking revisiting or allowing you argument in support of the motion to suppress as untimely. Is that correct?
Not exactly. I'm denying the motion on two grounds. It's basically timeliness and substantively. It's untimely because it's filed after trials commence. I'm denying it because it's untimely. But in addition to that, and aside from that, I'm denying it substantively because I've already ruled on it.
No, I recognize that, but the motion itself is not a new motion in terms of argument. It was timely filed or renewed before trial. You just
I'm addressing the piece of paper you filed last night entitled Renewed Motion to Suppress, which is a new filed pleading. That new filed pleading is untimely. I'm denying it on that basis, and I'm denying it substantively because I've already heard it. I'm not sure how to make it any clearer than
I'm
that.
just making sure you're not striking my entire motion to suppress.
No, I'm not striking anything. I'm not striking anything. No, I'm not striking anything.
I just wanted to,
I'm denying.
okay,
Timely and substantive.
I'm just a newly filed renewed.
Yeah, whatever you filed last night that's sitting right here. Okay. All right.
And the last one, the other short thing, if I ever don't stand up when I'm objecting, it's not out of.
I haven't called anyone out on that so far.
No, it's just that in terms of contemporaneous objections, at times I can't get up with time.
Yeah.
As you can see, I try and stand up, so it's no disrespect to this court, Your Honor. Generally, you see I do stand up.
I didn't take it as such, Mr. Roosevelt.
Yeah, I just-
Don't do it in Castronakis' court, though.
So that's why I'm asking, why I'm bringing it up to you today.
Anything else of substance we have to handle?
Or McSorley, which is.
Or McSorley when she's covering for me. Okay, we're in recess until 1:30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go through a couple of technical things. They're going to probably take about 20 minutes to get done before we continue with the presentation of the evidence. I guess what I would suggest is letting you go downstairs so you don't have to sit in that room for 20 minutes. But if you want to sit in that room for 20 minutes, you can. But I'm going to give you the option to go downstairs. Here's the thing. If you want to stay in there, once you make that decision, you have to stay in there for the 20 minutes. If you want to go out, though, you can go out and then reassemble at the glass doors, and the deputy will bring you back in. So it's your choice. If you want to go down, I know you just got back from lunch. You want to get a cup of coffee or something else, that's fine. I apologize for the delay. There's a few things we have to cover. So we'll see you back in about 20 minutes. Don't discuss the case or review any news coverage of the case. Okay, what I'm going to give you, maybe seated, what I'm going to do is obviously give you an opportunity to review it so it can be authenticated, and then, Mr. Rosenfeld, you watch it at the same time. Make sure it has those, the one addition and the one omission that I indicated needed to be done with respect to the video, all right?
And I'm still reviewing my pretrial motion.
You do that before actually offers it. I just want you to review it to make sure it's what I said I'm going to allow into evidence, and then he can authenticate it. I don't know, but I'm not going to sit and listen to this. I'm going to step off. I've heard it a couple of times at this point. So I'll let you guys go through the process of authenticating. When I come back out, if there's any issue, I'll take it up.
This is Marino and Anderson. They're the both primaries of the sergeant, and I'll explain to you what we're going to do. Okay? This is a protocol that we have to do with this legitimate life. We got to advise you of your rights, so you know. Okay? If you don't understand any of them, you just tell me, and I'll stop and repeat. And first of all, let me just tell you, I'm sorry for your loss.
I just want to see my husband, please.
All right, honey.
I love my husband. We will love you, too.
No, you don't want to see him.
I just want to see him.
Believe me, you don't. Could you listen, please? I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. And as I say, this is protocol. If you don't understand them, tell me you don't understand, and I'll explain them to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand that? Just you have to answer me.
I understand.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand that? If you have the right to the presence and representation of the lawyer of your choice where you make any statement during any question. You understand that?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer where you make any statement during any questions. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, I'm privileged to remain silent. Do you understand that? I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Do you understand that? Any statement can be, will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that? I'm going to ask you to sign it and date it, and I'll have Detective Anderson as a witness, okay? Sign where the X is, please.
I'll go ahead and date it, Dalia.
Okay, it's, yeah, the time on it. Okay, this is something, because we're going to videotape, that I need you to sign also. It gives us the right to videotape it. You want to read that?
I don't want to be videotaped.
Well, you're being videotaped. That's all part of it.
Whose number is that?
That's your home number.
Oh.
We got that from our reports that have been filed here. And then I'll tell you what's going on here. Okay. Listen, is there anybody that you know that you think would want to kill your husband?
My husband's on probation.
For what?
He's for stock fraud.
Stock fraud? How long have you been on probation? Probation or parole? You spending time in prison? How much? Do you know?
2 years in prison and 5 years on probation, going on to 6 years.
Oh my God. And what was that for?
It was for taking money. It was like, kind of, where they would take money from people
Oh, I
and put
understand.
it towards things.
Yeah. How long have you guys been married?
Not even a year.
This is tragic. Is there anybody?
Whose number is this?
That's your home number.
Oh.
We got that from our reports that have been filed here. Date it, and I'll have Detective Anderson as a witness, okay? Sign where the X is, please.
I'll go ahead and date it, Dalia.
Okay, it's, yeah, the time on it. Okay, this is something, because we're going to videotape, that I need you to sign also. It gives us the right to videotape it. You want to read that?
I don't want to be videotaped.
Well, you're being videotaped. That's all part of it.
Whose number is this?
That's your home number.
Oh.
We got that from our reports that have been filed here. And then I'll tell you what's going on here. Okay. Listen, is there anybody that you know that you think would want to kill your husband?
My husband's on probation.
For what?
He's for stock fraud.
Stock fraud? How long have you been on probation? Probation or parole? You spending time in prison? How much? Do you know?
2 years in prison and 5 years on probation, going on to 6 years.
Oh my God. And what was that for?
It was for taking money. It was like, he explained it like boiler room kind of, where they would take money from people
Oh, I
and put it
understand.
towards things.
Yeah. How long have you guys been married?
Not even a year.
This is tragic. Is there anybody you could think of that would want to do this to him?
I was telling the officers we've had problems already, and
What sort of problem?
he's been trying to get off probation, and it's just been nothing but problems the whole time that he's been trying to get off. People weren't happy that he was getting off probation because it's a lot of money he's got to pay back.
Well, when you say people, who are you talking about? People that were involved with him before, or?
Just a little bit of everything. This was supposed to be something, when he got off probation, it was supposed to be between us. And he went and he told, friends of his, he told, certain people, and everyone kind of talks, and he's constantly running into a lot of the guys that he was on probation with. Like a couple days ago, we ran into someone, and that was a target. I mean, and the guy comes up to us, and he's like with organized crime. It seems like a lot of the guys from Boca are starting to move up here. And we're constantly running into, a lot of the guys that he knows and things like that. So it was a lot of money. It was $191,000 that he had to pay back. So we were going to go ahead, and he had the money to pay off the probation and everything like that. And then I guess somehow when he went away, some guys didn't go away. They left.
You mean when he went to prison?
Right.
Okay.
They left the country. And so somehow he was dealing with some of those guys because they thought that he owed them, and I don't know, something with that he was taking care of. So the money that he used to get off of probation, he never did it. He did something else with that money.
Now, do you know any of these people, their names or anything like that, or where they may live, so that we may be able to follow it up? We're not going to we're not gonna implicate you.
The guys that left, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know them?
I don't know them.
You've
Like,
never met them?
No, I mean, I know the guy that we ran into a couple days ago.
Mhm.
I know certain names, you know what I mean? And I know certain families, they were on the news, like the guys that all just went away. I forget what family.
See, Brian and I and the squad, I only work major crimes. We only work murders, or homicides, and very serious assaults, and kidnappings, and police shootings, things like that. We only specialize in that. We don't work anything else. So I wouldn't know about the theft of money that he may have been involved in or anything else. So I'm asking if you know any names, then we can run these guys down and see what they know.
Well, those group of guys, they all went away. But he's saying one of them, I guess somehow he had a problem. I don't know what problem he had. It was before we met. He ran into one of these guys, and the guy, he thought he owed him something or something happened. But they went away. I don't know if the one guy that I'm telling you about, Pasquale, if he also went away or if he did it. But this just happened like a month and a half ago. They all got arrested again, the same stock fraud stuff again.
His first name Pasquale or last?
I don't know.
Is it Pasquale or Pasquale?
Pasquale.
Okay. What nationality are you? Spanish?
My mom's from Peru and my dad's from Egypt.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I understand you got a couple animals at your house too, right?
So, I guess, I want to tell you everything, the whole, so that way
Please
you
do.
guys kind of know
Yeah,
what's going on.
I did. I want to know.
So, that's what happened with that. So he didn't know how to tell everybody what was going on with everything. And so he pretty much, he told them that, like, you know, I had the money and I took it and I got involved in like a Bernie Madoff kind of scheme because he didn't know how to tell, you know, his mom and everybody what was going on.
You're lucky.
What?
You're lucky you went to the gym.
We were supposed to go to the gym.
Oh, both you were supposed to go?
He didn't know if he was going to, he just had liposuction, and he had like 2 blood handles removed from here. He had something little, and 2 weeks ago he had surgery. And yes,
What kind of surgery?
the beltectomy, like the lipo that he had.
Oh, did he used to be real heavy or something?
No, he used to be, and then he got lipo done, and I guess the plastic surgeon left like 2 bulges here, so yesterday we went because he had like blood buildup in his back, so they drained it.
Okay.
So he was like, well, depending on how I feel today, but we go every morning. We haven't gone since his surgery, but every morning, 5 a.m., we're both at the gym. Yeah.
You got a lot of, that's better than me. I wish I could go, obviously.
Well, you know, he's very, he used to be a drug addict, and...
What was his drug of choice?
Crack.
Crack? Yeah, that'll do it to you.
And he's recovering alcoholic. And so with him, it's very important to be like on a schedule and, you know what I mean, like have a system and very organized with everything. And
Let's get back to his death. I don't know if you know, he was shot. He was shot twice. And I want you to know all this.
Do you know this?
Did they tell you out there?
not exactly. I mean, they told me he was shot. When I was at the gym, I got a phone call. I didn't hear my phone ring, and I called back, and they told me just to please come, that something happened at my house.
Yeah, evidently, your husband answered the door, and they took him back upstairs, and in your bedroom.
He had cameras, though. Why would he answer the door?
I don't know.
He doesn't answer for anybody he doesn't know.
I have
and
no-
I mean, the only person, like his probation officer, is like the only, you know what I
I
mean?
have no idea.
He would not answer the door. We had cameras, like at our house.
Maybe he knows this person. I didn't know you had cameras, because when we got there, some of your neighbors heard the commotion.
We have cameras. The front door has camera,
Oh,
and
that's
the back
great.
door has camera,
Then-
but they don't record.
And they don't record.
Nobody knows, but they don't. We told everybody they record, but they don't record.
Oh, God.
Because he didn't want them to make a hole in the garage for the recorder to be there because of his car.
Well, when we got there, your door was wide, when the officers got there, your door was wide open. They went in and looked. They said there was 2 dogs in the house in a crate or a cage or something like that. And he was found in the bedroom. He was shot twice in the head.
He wouldn't open the door unless it's somebody that he knows, because
Well, then-
we don't open for anybody.
Now, you have to understand, I wasn't there, neither was he. We have other people there, so maybe somebody broke into the house or something. I don't know. I haven't been to the scene yet.
All of our rooms have TVs, and we look specifically, like, to make sure nothing is happening, because we've had drug incidences and things like that.
Was he asleep when you left?
No, because we said, sort of, but not really, because of his back. He was just kind of like,
Laying there?
he was just laying there, and he set the alarm, you know? But, I mean, I
There was
said
no alarm.
bye, I said, you know, I'll bring you coffee on the way home, and, you know, normal, like,
There
normal.
was no
everything.
alarm, there was no alarm sound going on.
I put our little dog downstairs, and he stayed upstairs with the big dog.
I don't know. How big is the dog?
It's an English bulldog. But
Would
he
he-
doesn't do it.
Would he bite somebody?
No, he loves everybody. I mean, he will run off with whoever he sees. The one that's very aggressive and mean is the white one.
It's probably the smallest
The
one,
little,
yeah.
like 4-pound dog.
I think she weighs 200 pounds, right?
I'm just trying to,
Yeah, what I'm gonna do right now is
there's a lot that, like, I want to tell you. just, I
I'm gonna be
mean,
back. What I wanna do is call, right now, I'm gonna go out and get in touch with the officers at the scene. I wanna see if the house was burglarized.
Okay.
All right, just hang on one second.
Thank you.
You wanna wait here? Can you close the door, please? Hey, somebody call out there and see if the place was burglarized. Take care of that. Can you do that, please? All right. And will you let me know if, you know that, what I want to tell you is that he said he has an alarm system, belongs to the parents that does record. And that's to find out if the house is broken into from the front, back, or how it was. But she says that her husband would not let anybody in that house. And neither would she, okay? Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Okay. I'm really sorry about this.
I don't know if it's for anyone, but he doesn't know.
Dalia, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Let me put that just in case it goes off over here.
I know it's very bad. So go on, you were telling me about his friends or something like that. You wanted to tell me the whole thing? Are there any drugs in your house now? Don't worry about somebody being charged.
I don't know if it's like what you consider steroids.
Steroids for who?
For him. He takes steroids, but that's,
Well, it could be for liposuction.
when he does them, you know,
Yeah.
just to build up, but I mean, that's it, you know?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's at my house. There's nothing.
Okay. Are you sure that you don't know anybody who want to kill your husband? You wouldn't want to kill him, I hope. Not at all.
We are fine, like there's nothing.
There's no problems between you guys, no financial problems, with your family, you and him.
No, there's nothing. I mean, we're going through, his business has slowed down like anything, you know? His partner, he's been having a hard time with his partner.
Yeah.
They use the same accountant, and his partner found out, like he was going to see his partner today. His partner found out how much the company really made, and so that was a problem.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he told his partner not even half of what it was, and I guess he ended up finding out, and he found out, you know, about certain things that we have, and
Okay. Let me see if, hang on a second here. I just thought of something.
can I have a glass of water?
I'll get you some water, sure. back up more? All right. Got some more? Go ahead and have you drink some water. Now, you know that I've advised you of your rights, right?
Yes, you have.
Okay, the game's over with. Okay, there's no more games with you and I. Now we're gonna get down to serious business. I wanna know if you know this guy. Come here, bring this guy in here. Get over here. Get over here. You know who this guy is? You've never seen him before. Do you know her? Put your head up and look at her. Put your head up. What were you doing coming out of her house? Come out here. You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder. You're under arrest. That's an undercover police officer. We filmed everything that you did, recorded everything that you did. You're going to jail for solicitation of first-degree murder of your husband.
I didn't do anything.
Did you hear what I just told you?
I heard you said that I didn't.
Everything, listen to me. Everything has been recorded. You were photographed in the convertible when you sat in his car in the front of CVS. What do you want to do? What do you want to do here?
I didn't do
Dalia?
anything.
Listen to
I
me.
didn't do anything.
You're going to
I
jail.
didn't do anything, please. I didn't do anything.
Tell me you didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
You're going to jail today. As soon as I'm done, they're going to come in here and handcuff you and take you to the Palm Beach County Jail.
Good to go.
Maybe seated. Ready to go?
Judge, I have an objection to the last 3 minutes of the tape.
Objection to the last 3 minutes.
About 2.5 to 3 minutes.
What's the objection?
Specifically, and this goes to, I guess, my argument pertaining to the second interrogation. In the last 3 minutes, he makes several comments, this is Sergeant Sheridan, about the gig is over, you're going to jail, several statements suggesting her guilt. He goes on and on about it, the last 3 minutes over. I think that's, and she denies it, I think
Right.
that's a clear Jackson issue. I mean, the rest of the video is not like that, so I wouldn't say that's
response?
Judge, my reading of Jackson is that it has to, that line of case law is that it has to be inadmissible, it has to be a complete, consistent denial by the suspect that's being interrogated. It's not, and in those cases, it was a question, denial, a question, denial, a question, denial for the entire time. And that point, they were saying, if that is all that is going on, is that, then that interrogation is not admissible. However, police can use different tactics, like they did in this case, of accusing someone of something and seeing if they then get a response to it. I don't think that...
They can, but I think my recollection, because I remember reviewing this part of the tape, my recollection is that it really didn't go any further than that at that point. It just, other than Mr. Dippolito walking past, didn't the interrogation stop at that point? And then there was a second interrogation.
Yes.
Okay, so if it were designed to elicit some sort of response and it continued on to determine whether an admission could be obtained, I guess that might be one thing, but it really wasn't. It just, all it was a couple of accusatory statements, a denial, and then the whole thing just cut off. So it really wasn't eliciting any type of response.
Well, I think there's an argument that it is designed to elicit a response. If an officer is confronting someone saying, you're better get a good lawyer, you're going to go to prison, and making these accusations, and then gets up, it's kind of like that chance to say, even though, yes, it does end and he walks out, it's that chance to say, no, let's talk. And she doesn't.
That's what Jackson and all the cases say you can't do that.
All right, okay, I don't want to spend another 30 minutes arguing this. It's a very small part of the video. I'm going to sustain the objection to that last little part. You just cut it off.
And I need to know exactly where he went so that we can make sure.
Just go back and look at it. It should be right after.
It starts when he says, Ms. Dippolito, the gig's over, which is him saying you're guilty. And he goes,
Well, wait a minute. He can. Okay.
He can say the gig is over.
Yeah, he can say the gig is over, but any accusations after that, he says you're going to be arrested. That's fine. I don't want anything after that.
well, it's only 2.5 minutes. If you want to play it before.
I've heard it before,
So
but
we get it exactly on form.
well, we want to do that because you look at it.
Sure, I just wanted to fit in the ruling, so.
I think it's the sound. I don't know where the sound went.
Okay. Okay. You see it. Hang on a second here. I just thought of something. Well, you know that I advised you you're right. Okay. The game's over with. Okay? There's no more games with you and I. Now we're going to get down to serious business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here. Bring this guy in here. Get over here. Get over here. You know who this guy is? You've never seen him before. Do you know her? Shut up. What were you doing coming out of her house? Be right. You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder under arrest. That's not a cover police officer. soon as I'm done, they're gonna come in here and handcuff you and take you to the Palm Beach County Jail.
Is that it?
Yes, I'd argue we should stop at it gigs over before Wadi Jean comes in, because I believe that at that point, he's suggesting her guilt, invading the province of the jury, improper opinion testimony, and 403 and fairly prejudicial.
Actually, having reviewed it, I think it's all it misses. So I'm going to overrule the objection.
And also argue confrontation clause and hearsay as it pertains to Sergeant Sheridan.
Overrule. Okay, we're ready to continue? All right.
Yeah, I'll put it. I remember.
Re-entering.
All right, Councilman. I'll go back. Apologize for the delay. You may continue, Mr. Williams.
Marino did get their use case number 48.
Yes, I did.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of the recording of her interrogation at the Point Beach Police Department on August 5th, 2009?
Yes, it is.
Just take it off, please.
I didn't hear the number.
48.
48. Any additional objections or previously stated?
No, it's the initial trial.
Yeah, all right. Overruled over all previously stated.
Detectives who are handling the murder. This is Moreno and Anderson. They're the both primaries and the sergeant, and I'll explain to you what we're gonna do. Okay? This is a protocol that we have to do with this with your life. We gotta advise you your rights, so you know, okay? If you don't understand any of them, you just tell me, and I'll stop and repeat. First of all, let me just tell you, I'm sorry for your loss.
I just want to see my husband, please.
All right, honey.
I love my husband, and we love you, too.
No, you don't want to say him.
We just want to see something.
Believe me, you don't. Could you listen, please? I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. And as I say, this is protocol. If you don't understand them, tell me you don't understand, and I'll explain them to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. You understand that? You have to answer me.
I understand.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand that? If you have the right to the presence and representation of the lawyer of your choice where you make any statement during any question. You understand that?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer where you make any statement during any questions. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, I'm privileged to remain silent. Do you understand that? I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Do you understand that? Any statement can be will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that? I'm going to ask you to sign it and date it, and I'll have Detective Anderson as a witness, okay? Sign where the X is, please.
I'll go ahead and date it, Dalia.
Okay, it's, yeah, the time. Okay, this is something, because we're going to videotape, that I need you to sign also. It gives us the right to videotape it. You want to read that?
I don't want to be videotaped.
Well, you're being videotaped. That's all part of it.
Whose number is that?
That's your home number.
Oh.
We got that from our reports that have been filed here. And then I'll tell you what's going on here. Okay. Listen, is there anybody that you know that you think would want to kill your husband?
My husband's on probation.
For what?
He's for stock fraud.
Stock fraud? How long has he been on probation? Probation or parole? Has he spent any time in prison? How much? Do you know?
2 years in prison and 5 years on probation, going on to 6 years.
Oh my God. And what was that for?
It was for taking money. It was like, he explained it like boiler room kind of, where they would take money from people
Oh, I
and put it
understand.
towards things.
Yeah. How long have you guys been married?
Not even a year.
This is tragic. Is there anybody you could think of that would want to do this to him?
I was telling the officers we've had problems already, and
What sort of problem?
he's been trying to get off probation,
Uh-huh.
and it's just been nothing but problems the whole time that he's been trying to get off. People weren't happy that he was getting off probation because it's a lot of money he's got to pay back.
Well, when you say people, who are you talking about? People that were involved with him before, or?
Just a little bit of everything. This was supposed to be something, when he got off probation, it was supposed to be between us. And he went and he told, friends of his, he told, certain people, and everyone kind of talks, and he's constantly running into a lot of the guys that he was on probation with. Like a couple days ago, we ran into someone, and that was a target. I mean, and the guy comes up to us, and he's like with organized crime. It seems like a lot of the guys from Boca are starting to move up here. And we're constantly running into, a lot of the guys that he knows and things like that. So it was a lot of money. It was $191,000 that he had to pay back. So we were going to go ahead, and he had the money to pay off the probation and everything like that. And then I guess somehow when he went away, some guys didn't go away. They left the country.
You mean went away, he went to prison?
Right.
Okay.
They left the country. And so somehow he was dealing with some of those guys because they thought that he owed them, and I don't know, something with that he was taking care of. So the money that he used to get off of probation, he never did it. He did something else with that money.
Now, do you know any of these people, their names or anything like that, or where they may live, so that we may be able to follow it up? We're not going to implicate you.
The guys that left, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know them?
I don't know them.
You never met them?
No, I mean, I know the guy that we ran into a couple days ago. I know certain names, you know what I mean, and I know certain families, they were on the news, like the guys that all just went away. I forget what family.
See, Brian and I and the squad, they only work major crimes. We only work murders, homicides, and very serious assaults, and kidnappings, and police shootings, and things like that. We only specialize in that. We don't work anything else. So I wouldn't know about the theft of money that he may have been involved in or anything else. So I'm asking, if you know any names, then we can run these guys down and see what they know.
Well, those group of guys, they all went away. But he's saying one of them, I guess somehow he had a problem. I don't know what problem he had. It was before we met. He ran into one of these guys, and the guy, he thought he owed him something or something happened. But they went away. I don't know if the one guy that I'm telling you about, Pasquale, if he also went away or if he didn't. But this just happened like a month and a half ago. They all got arrested again, the same, the stock fraud stuff again.
Does his first name Pasquale or last?
I don't know.
Is it Pasquale or Pasquale?
Pasquale.
Okay. What nationality are you? Spanish?
My mom's from Peru and my dad's from Egypt.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I understand you got a couple animals at your house too, right?
So, I guess, I want to tell you everything, the whole, so that way
Please
you guys
do.
kind of know
Yeah,
what's going on.
I do.
Okay.
I want to know.
So, that's what happened with that. So he didn't know how to tell everybody what was going on with everything. And so he pretty much, he told them that, like, I had the money and I took it and I got involved in like a Bernie Madoff kind of scheme because he didn't know how to tell, his mom and everybody what was going on.
You're lucky.
What?
You're lucky you went to the gym.
We were supposed to go to the gym.
Oh, both you were supposed to go?
He didn't know if he was going to, he just had liposuction, and he had like 2 blood handles removed from here. I think he had something little, And 2 weeks ago, he had surgery. And yes,
What kind of surgery?
the beltectomy, like the lipo that he had. That's
Oh, did he used to be real heavy or something?
No, he used to be, and then he got lipo done, and I guess the plastic surgeon left like 2 bulges here. So yesterday we went because he had like blood buildup in his back, so they drained it.
Okay.
So he was like, well, depending on how I feel today, but we go every morning. We haven't gone since his surgery, but every morning 5 a.m. we're both at the gym. Yeah.
You got a lot of, that's better than me. I wish I could go, obviously.
Well, you know, he's very, he used to be a drug addict, and
What was his drug of choice?
crack.
Crack? Yeah, I'll do it to you.
And he's recovering alcoholic, and so with him it's very important to be like on a schedule, and you know what I mean, like have a system and very organized with everything. And
Let's get back to his death. I don't know if you know, he was shot. He was shot twice, and I want you to know all this.
Do you know this?
Did they tell you out there?
not exactly. I mean, they told me he was shot. When I was at the gym, I got a phone call. I didn't hear my phone ring, and I called back, and they told me just to please come, that something happened at my house.
Yeah. Evidently, your husband answered the door, and they took him back upstairs. And in your bedroom...
We have cameras, though. Why would he answer the door?
I don't know.
He doesn't answer for anybody he doesn't know.
I have
and
no-
I mean, the only person, like his probation officer, is like the only, you know what
I
I
have
mean?
no idea.
He would not answer the door. We have cameras, like at our house.
Maybe he knows this person. I didn't know you had cameras because when we got there, some of your neighbors heard the commotion.
We have cameras. The front door has camera,
Oh,
and
that's
the back
great.
door has camera,
And-
but they don't record.
And they don't record.
Nobody knows, but they don't. We told everybody they record, but they don't record.
Oh, God.
Because he didn't want them to make a hole in the garage for the recorder to be there because of his car.
When we got there, your door was wide open. When the officers got there, your door was wide open. They went in and looked. They said there was 2 dogs in the house in a crate or a cage or something like that. And he was found in the bedroom. He was shot twice in the head.
He wouldn't open the door unless it's somebody that he knows, because
Well, then-
we don't open for anybody.
Now, you have to understand, I wasn't there, neither was he. We have other people there, so maybe somebody broke into the house or something. I don't know. I haven't been to the scene yet.
All of our rooms have TVs, and we look specifically, like, to make sure nothing is happening, because we've had drug incidences and things like that.
Was he asleep when you left?
No, because we said, sort of, but not really, because of his back. He was just kind of like,
Laying there?
he was just laying there, and he set the alarm, you know? But, I mean, I
There was
said
no alarm.
hi, I said, you know, I'll bring you coffee on the way home, and, you know, normal, like, normal.
There was no alarm. There was no alarm sound going off.
I put our little dog downstairs, and he stayed upstairs with the big dog.
I don't know. How big is the dog?
It's an English bulldog. But
Will
he
he-
doesn't do it. I
Will he
mean,
bite somebody?
no, he loves everybody. I mean, he will run off with whoever he sees. The one that's very aggressive and mean is the white one.
It's probably the smallest
The
one.
little,
Yeah.
like 4-pound dog.
I think she weighs 200 pounds, right?
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do right now is
There's a lot that, like, I want to tell you.
I'm gonna be back. What I'm gonna do is call right now. I'm gonna go out and get in touch with the officers at the scene. I want to see if the house was burglarized.
Okay.
All right, just hang on one second.
Thank you.
You wanna wait here? Can you close the door, please? Hey, somebody call out there and see if the place was burglarized. I'll take care of it. Can you do that, please? All right. And will you let me know if, you know that,
anyone, but he doesn't
Dalia,
know.
do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Let me put that just in case it goes off over here.
I know it's very bad. So go on, you were telling me about his friends or something like that. You wanted to tell me the whole thing? Are there any drugs in your house now? Don't worry about somebody being charged.
I don't know if it's like what you consider steroids
Steroids for who?
for him. He takes steroids, but that's,
Well, it could be for life or such,
or he does them,
Yeah.
just to build up, but I mean, that's it,
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's at my house. There's nothing.
Okay. Are you sure that you don't know anybody who want to kill your husband? You wouldn't want to kill him, I hope. Not at all.
We are fine, like, there's nothing,
There's no problems between you guys, no financial problems, with your family, you and him.
No, there's nothing. I mean, we're going through, his business has slowed down like anything, his partner, he's been having a hard time with his partner.
Yeah.
They use the same accountant, and his partner found out, like, he was going to see his partner today. His partner found out how much the company really made, and so that was a problem.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he told his partner not even half of what it was, and I guess he ended up finding out, and he found out, about certain things that we have, and
Okay. Let me see it. Hang on a second here. I just thought of something.
can I have a glass of water?
I'll get you some water, sure. Anybody got any water? All right. Got some water? Go ahead and have you drink some water. Now, you know that I advised you of your rights, right?
Yes, you have.
Okay. The game's over with. Okay? There's no more games with you and I. Now we're going to get down to serious business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here. Bring this guy in here. Get over here. Get over here. You know who this guy is?
Who was that guy? That's Woody Jean. I was an undercover agent.
Is that the person that she met with and got in his car on August 3rd?
Yes. Yes.
Seen before.
I've never seen him before, ever.
Do you know her?
Put your head up and look at her.
Put your head up.
I've never seen him.
What were you doing coming out of her house? Get him out of here. You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder. You're under arrest. That's an undercover police officer. We filmed everything that you did, recorded everything that you did. You're going to jail for solicitation of first-degree murder of your husband.
I didn't do anything.
Did you hear what I just told you?
I heard what you said, but I didn't.
Everything, listen to me. Everything has been recorded. You were photographed in the convertible when you sat in his car in the front of CVS. What do you want to do? What do you want to do here?
I didn't do
Dalia?
anything.
Listen to
I
me.
didn't do anything.
You're going to
I didn't
jail.
do anything, please. I didn't do anything.
Tell me you didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
You're going to jail today. As soon as I'm done, they're going to come in here and handcuff you and take you to the Palm Beach County Jail.
seen this? We okay to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Williams?
Thanks, Judge. Let me show you space number 45. It's labeled O through U. Take a look at those photos, see if you recognize it.
'Yes, I do.
Those photographs of items taken from Ms. Dippolito's vehicle after she was arrested.
Yes.
The offer states 45O through U as evidence.
Any objection to 45O through U?
Yes, Your Honor.
Approach. .45O through U in evidence over objection. And over previously stated objections.
What's this photograph of?
It's the back seat of the Tahoe in her purse.
I'm sorry?
It's the back seat of the Tahoe in the defendant's purse.
Okay. This is 45P. Just a little closer up.
Yes.
45P. I mean, 45Q. Can you make out what that is?
I believe it's the middle console, but I'm not sure. Inside her vehicle.
Okay. Was anything of significance in the center console of the vehicle?
Can't recall.
45R. What are we looking at right there?
A cell phone.
Okay. Did you recover that cell phone?
Yes. Not me personally, but our crime scene.
Okay. And then with that cell phone, did you then do some work on that cell phone to obtain who the subscriber was and then get the cell phone
Overruled.
and then obtain the cell phone records?
Yes, we did subpoenas on the phone records.
This is 45S. Are we now on the driver's side of the vehicle?
Yes.
Still in the back?
Yes.
This is now passenger side front.
Yes.
And what's this photograph of?
This is a photo of the contents of the purse.
Is this some of the jewelry items that were in the vehicle or in the purse?
Yes.
These items here as well?
Yes. Jewelry.
The watch there?
Yes.
Oh. Another cell phone. Let me show you states number 68 and 69.
What's the number?
68 and 69.
All right.
During your investigation, did you obtain search warrants to go into some safety deposit boxes that belong to Ms. Dippolito?
Yes. Yes.
Did you execute those search warrants on those two safety deposit boxes?
Yes.
Do you remember when you did that?
I don't recall the exact date.
How later, much later in time was it than August 5th of 2009?
It was days later. It took us a while to get the information.
And once you got the information, you got the search warrant, you were able to get into it.
Yes.
Did you take the contents of both of those safety deposit boxes and put them into evidence?
Yes.
And are those the contents, states number 68 and states number 69?
Yes.
The refer states 68 and 69 into evidence.
Any objection to 68 and 69?
Yes, Your Honor, so
Approach. Yes, over objection 68 and 69.
In states number 68, did you obtain the quit claim deed to the property 1329 Via de Pepe, Boynton Beach, Florida, in that safety deposit box?
Yes, we did.
This was from February 20th of 2009.
Yes.
In state 68 also, did you find this document from Cayman National, an international payment request?
Yes.
That was for $191,000.
Yes.
Did you find these Bank of America records inside here as well?
Yes.
And were they addressed to Mr. Muhammad?
Yes.
Dr. Muhammad?
Yes.
And is that address, is that the address you resided at with Mr. Dippolito?
No.
Do you know whose address that is?
Yes.
Whose address is it?
That's her mother's address.
Did you find individual bank envelopes from Bank of America that had different numbers on them? Objection, meeting.
Overruled.
Yes, we did.
So 2 with 5, 2 with 6, and 1 with 7?
Yes.
All right, let's go to state 69 now. Let me show you states 7, 8 through C. Three folders there. Take a quick look through them, see if you recognize the documents. You recognize those 3 folders?
Yes, I do.
You guys obtained a subpoena to get records from Land Rover of Palm Beach,
Yes.
and did you execute that subpoena over the Land Rover?
Yes.
And did you obtain documents along with a business record certification that those are documents related to the purchase of a Land Rover between Mr. Muhammad Shahadi and Ms. Dalia Dippolito?
Yes.
He hasn't offered them yet, but when he does, are you offering them?
I'm offering right now, Judge.
Is that the objection, Mr. Rosenfeld?
yes, sir.
Okay, so is it 7A through C?
Yes, it is. Three
Okay.
It's a composite, 7A through C.
Composite, okay, so state composite 7A, B, and C in evidence over previously stated objections.
Let's do 7. This is 7C. What did you obtain from them with 7C? What was this from Land Rover?
That was a cashier's check that it was provided to Land Rover in reference to the purchase of a vehicle.
Whose name is on it, on the top of there?
Dalia Mohammed.
So she would have been the purchaser of it?
Yes.
And it's for how much money?
$38,000.
It was made out to Land Rover of the Palm Beaches?
Yes.
Is this the date up top, March 18th of 2009?
Yes.
One of the documents that you obtained from them, was it an actual receipt from Land Rover of Palm Beach to purchasers?
Yes.
And who were the two listed purchasers of that vehicle on, get the date up there. March 18th, 2009, who were the two listed purchasers?
Mohammed Shahad and Dalia Dippolito.
Usually states 10A and B. Those some be recommended for all those holders. You recognize those?
Yeah, let me just look at this one, the second one. Yes.
During your investigation, did you obtain information that Mike Stanley had been coming to Palm Beach County and staying at that Marriott?
Yes.
Did you then execute a subpoena on that Marriott to obtain receipts from stays he had there during the month of July 2009?
I personally didn't.
Okay, but your department did?
Yes.
And you, and they were eventually turned over to you?
Yes.
Judge Offer states A and B as evidence, 10A and 10B.
Any objection to 10A and 10B?
We'd object, Judge.
Approach. 10A and B in evidence over objection.
Let's go through them real quick. Did you guys obtain, so this would be a receipt for room service at the Marriott at West Palm Beach?
Yes.
And is this the address that the hotel is located at, 1001 Okeechobee Boulevard in West Palm Beach, Florida?
Don't recall the exact address, but
Okay, but let me zoom in
it
on
is,
so you can see.
I don't recall the exact numerical on it,
Can you see it up
but I
there?
know it's in Okeechobee Boulevard, yeah.
You can see it up there though?
Yes.
Okay. Who is the person that registered to the room?
Stanley Michael?
Was the arrival date July 25th of 2009?
Yes.
Departure date July 26th of 2009?
Yes.
And this would have been a room service charge of $61.34?
Yes.
Same hotel, same area?
Yes.
Same person, Stanley Michael?
Yes.
Would this be the receipt for the actual room charge? That same day, so he arrived July 25th? Objection, leading judge.
Sustained.
All right, what day did he arrive?
On the 25th of July?
Of 09? And
Yes.
what day did he depart?
July the 26th of 09.
And does this include charges for the actual room?
According to the receipt, yes.
Is this still the same Marriott Hotel at 1001 Okeechobee Boulevard?
Yes.
Is the registered room owner still Stanley Michael?
Yes.
Are the dates different? Did he arrive on a different date
Yeah, it's on July 15 of 09.
and depart?
July the 16th of 09.
This receipt would be for room charges?
Yes.
During your investigation, when you met with Mohammed Shahadi, did you obtain his cell phone number?
Yes.
And as part of your investigation, after the arrest of Mr. Dippolito, did you do a subpoena to obtain the telephone records from Mr. Shahadi?
Yes.
And let me show you this. States number 1A through C. Take a look at that, see if those are the actual records that you received back from AT&T regarding Mr. Shahadi's cell phone usage. You don't have to look through all of it, just make sure.
Yeah, I'm just confirming the actual phone number on each, on the top. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, sorry.
You're offering states 1A through C. Any objection? All right, states 1A through C in evidence without objection.
Let me give it back to you real quick. Tell the jury what Mr. Mohammed Shahadi's cell phone number was back in July of 2000.
The phone number is 561-212-6866. Yes, I do.
Did you obtain a subpoena to get the cell phone records from Dalia Dippolito?
Yes.
And was that from the phone number that you had Mr. Shahadi and Mr. Jean contacting her with that phone number?
Yes.
And what phone number was that?
561-703-9453.
That would move states 3A through D in there at this time.
Any objection to 3A through D?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, states 3A through D in evidence without objection.
Let me show you states 4A through C. Let's see if you recognize those.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And who do those records belong to?
These are the phone records to Michael Stanley.
Did you subpoena his cell phone carrier to obtain those records with business record certification?
We did, not me personally, but the detectives that were assisting in my case, they did.
Does your offer states 4A through C into evidence at this time?
Any objection to 4A through C?
Yes, Your Honor, record.
Yes.
It's 831-601-1319.
Last but not least, we've already seen state 71. We'll look at states 2A through D, let's see if you recognize that. States 2A through D. Do you recognize states 2A through D?
Yes, I do.
How would you get information to get a subpoena to get the
We received the information that that phone belonged to Mr. Dippolito.
And how did you guys obtain that? And how does that work? So, just so the jury remembers, the pictures that we saw of the Tahoe, the inside of the Tahoe, and we saw the cup holder, is that the cell phone that was inside that cup holder area or the console area?
It appears to be, yes.
From that cell phone, if you don't have the number of that cell phone, how can you get information on that phone?
Well, it could be done two ways. I mean, you can either call another phone and just see it on a caller ID, and that's how you can get the phone number. That's a simple way. Or you can get a subpoena for the records of that phone.
Can you, let's take the phone out real quick and take a look at it. Do all cell phones have a serial number to them?
Yes, they do.
And does that one have a serial number?
Yes, it does.
Did you obtain that serial number and then go on your quest to try to find the records that belong to that cell phone?
Yes.
Alright, so let's take a look at Laura, I need help. Right. Know which folder it was in. States 2D. The serial number on here, is that the same? I don't know if your eyes are good enough to see that.
Yeah, it's good. Yes, they are.
Judge, it offers states 2A through D into evidence this time.
Any objection to states 2A through D?
No, Your Honor.
All right, 2A through D in evidence without objection.
Oh, okay. In states, with Metro PCS phones, are you familiar with the way subscriber information works on a Metro PCS phone?
Yes.
Especially back then in 2009.
Yes.
If I obtained a Metro PCS phone back then, was I required by Metro PCS to give my true identity?
At the time, no.
Could I make up a name? Could I call myself Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
As long as I paid my bill, I could obtain a cell phone.
Yes.
So when you obtained the subscriber records from this, did it have Ms. Dippolito's name on them?
No.
Let's find the subscriber page. It's D again? The little one. Oh. On the subscriber information under 2D, what's the name of the actual subscribers of the phone?
I object, Judge.
Approach.
subscriber name, who the phone would be subscribed to?
Yes.
And who is that?
Yeah, D'Angelo.
And is this the actual phone number for that phone that you obtained the information? 305-896-7511?
Yes.
And in this package, does it also include all the text messages?
Objection, leading judge.
Overruled.
Does it also include all the text messages in this packet that belong to that cell phone?
Yes.
Is this the point we discussed? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to stop a little bit early today because we have some scheduling issues we have to accommodate. So we're actually going to break before 5 o'clock today and give you a little longer weekend anyway, not much longer. So we'll break for this evening. I'm going to repeat instructions. You're getting tired of hearing, but I'll repeat them every time we break. We obviously are getting a break for the weekend, so you won't be back until Monday. So I want to repeat these instructions again for you. You cannot discuss the case amongst yourselves or with anyone else. You cannot do any research. Very importantly, you cannot listen to or read any news accounts of the trial. We're going to try 9:45 again on Monday. Again, I do have to cover my morning docket pretty much for the rest of the trial. I don't have anyone else to do it, so I will have to do my own work. So 9:45, I'll try to get you in as quickly as possible. We'll follow the same procedure. You just sign in downstairs, come up to the 11th floor where Deputy Cascone tells you where to meet, and we'll bring you in. Hopefully, did everyone get a letter? Oh, you will. On the way out, those employer letters. I don't know. I think we just did one for everyone. So if you don't need it, that's fine. If you need it addressed to someone specific because they just say to whom it may concern, just let me know. I'll do another one if you want a more specific letter. But it does tell you your employer when we started June 2nd and that we anticipate it could go through the week of the 19th. I wasn't specific because I didn't know. If you need additional letters as we go forward, when we have a little more knowledge as to exactly when the case is going to finish, that's fine. I can give you another letter. With that said, have a safe drive home, pleasant evening. We're going to see you on Monday.
Not today, but right now.
All right, Officer Marino, you're going to obviously be let go as a witness for today, but keep in mind you're under oath. You shouldn't discuss your testimony with anyone. We'll see you back at 9:45 on Monday.
Thank you, sir.
But you are discharged. If you will do me the same favor I asked before, make sure the jury clears before you go down there and make sure you don't get in an elevator. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The clerk doesn't have whether 4A through C is into evidence.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was over objection. 4A through C was over objection. 2A through D was without objection.
She has another exhibit.
59. All right, hang on. It's okay, that's why I try to keep track myself. What was the number? 59 was admitted in evidence over objection. Yeah. 9:45. That'll pretty much be the starting time going forward because of my morning docket.